It's been 1 week since the court granted a repossession order against Ciara's home. Facing an eviction and unable to afford a solicitor, she has come to a volunteer centre in Dublin city centre called The Hub to research how to fight the case herself. Run by like-minded volunteers, lay litigants come to The Hub Ireland to share information and experiences with each other. Its coordinator is Byron Jenkins, whose own business was foreclosed by his bank.
It's funny, when you come in first, you're so terrified by everything and you're like really overwhelmed and in a crisis situation, really. I'm always meeting people down here who are either, 2 or 3 steps ahead of me in the process and fighting more complex legal issues, and then they explain something to me so that I get some clarification around that issue. Or I'm meeting people who are just beginning the process and they're terrified. And I know what that's like, so I'll reach out to them. Byron, do you want tea? People are in crisis. You see husband and wives coming from Donegal, Longford, Galway, Sligo, everywhere really. And usually the wife will talk, as women tend to be a little bit more verbal. So they'll express what's going on and how they're feeling. And usually the man is sitting there silently. And I always feel very concerned about the men in that situation because you actually wonder, how are they coping?
Byron is not a solicitor or trained in personal insolvency, but throughout the morning, at least 30 people visit the Hub, each one seeking his counsel.
She had full representation from
listen,
all the others.
That killed us.
Yeah.
That killed us.
This morning, Mary has travelled to the Hub from Kells in County Meath. She is fighting to save her family home.
My mum and dad worked hard and left that home to me. And I took out a mortgage of 262,000 with Stepstone for the simple reason being we had other kind of debts as well, and they said, oh, we'll just roll everything into one. And I thought it was 800 a month to pay back, and actually it was from anything from 1,200 one month, 13 the next, 15 the next. But now it's working out, I think, at 305,000 that I'm owing them, even though people I was paying what I could afford to pay, but it was still amounting up. The arrears was still amounting up. I can pay 700 a month,
Mary has come directly from the new appeals court. She had expected the judge to grant a repossession order, but that has not happened.
I have been up to court, which they wouldn't give us any more appeal time, but they gave us 3 months to see can my son come on board to take a mortgage to buy my family home.
At least the judges turned round and said, we're going to give you 3 months to try to come to some sort of deal. Refinance, maybe get the family involved, And myself and Jim will lead you through that process, and we will help you every step of the way until we come to a conclusion, that will be hopefully beneficial to you and beneficial to the banks.
Yes, that's all I want.
Yeah.
With the court order to repossess Ciara's home having been issued 1 week ago, she has 10 days to appeal. With the clock ticking, she must spend the full day at the Hub to figure out how to fight her eviction.